Do not attempt the techniques you're about to see without consulting a professional. On this episode of The Dog Whisperer.
It's too much of a risk to send him out to a home where he can hurt someone in the public.
We actually have a dog with us here today, a Rottweiler, who's going to be euthanized tomorrow.
I was really upset at the addition, and it all kind of clicked that that was his last chance.
If he can do anything to help us.
I don't go to dog parks. She'll attack other dogs if there's any scent of food in the air at all. She can get into the refrigerator and clean it out.
I don't know how to work with a deaf dog, but I have to keep her on the patio.
I'm just always wondering and stressed, what she's going to be getting into next.
When good dogs go bad, there's one man who's their best friend. Cesar Millan.
No dog is too much for me to handle. I rehabilitate dogs. I train people. I am the Dog Whisperer.
It all began on a Saturday morning in Orange County. More than 2,000 people brought their beloved dogs and their hopes and descended on a local Petco, creating traffic jams and skirmishes. Some sought emergency help, while others seemed to be in a less critical condition.
Basically, we've combined 2 cats and 4 dogs, and it's not going so well.
She'll lick for like 5 minutes straight. Just lick you, lick your face, anything, and you're just like, what are you doing?
We think that maybe he's missing a few brain cells. Seriously.
I'm the problem. I need training. Cesar, help me.
Before these desperate dog lovers can get hands-on help from Cesar Millan, they first need to detail their dilemmas to Dog Whisperer producers.
So you want to know the issues, right? Yeah. Okay, well, he hates small children. He attacks small children.
When I'm sick, if I cough or clear my throat, it goes into major anxiety. He scales my 7-foot cinder block walls, and he just escapes.
They're tearing our house apart, chewing up our furniture, peeing and pooping everywhere.
I have not taken a vacation in 5 years because I can't leave her with anybody.
What's the problem? If Cesar tells you what to do, are you going to do it?
Oh, God, yes. Oh, yes. Yep.
When we
All
first...
hail Caesar.
This special episode features 2 of the stories from that day. It's Cesar to the rescue on K9 911.
I could never see myself not taking care of animals and living my life with animals. From little rats to horses, I love them all.
16-year-old Bree Justice has always had a soft spot for animals.
We have our little zoo, as people say. It started when she was about 6. She got her first cat. And it's been history from there on.
But Bree takes compassion for animals to another level. She is literally a lifesaver.
Everybody knows Brianne. I mean, in this area, she's the epicenter of animal adoption. Yeah. She'd always have the same story. She'd start with, it's a great dog or cat, but it's maybe up in years, or maybe it's got a health issue or a behavioral issue, and it's gonna die unless, and all our family and friends would know about it, and they all have animals as a result of it.
Everybody, tells me, you can't save everything, and I just tell them that I can sure try.
When she was 12, Bree began volunteering at the Orange County Humane Society.
We actually have an age cap of 18 to volunteer, but she was so persistent and she seemed like she was just so into the animals that we felt we needed to make an exception with her. And she was here so often that I told her we might as well pay her.
Bree is very confident, great with animals. She has a lot of love in her heart, and when she could be out doing other things with her friends and hanging out like a lot of the other teenagers, she chooses to be here.
We go to high kill shelters, which are shelters that put them to sleep, and rescue a lot of their adoptable animals, and we take them to our shelter and put them up for adoption.
Unfortunately, not all dogs are easy to place, and many dogs with a lot of different issues are just not adoptable.
One of those dogs is Apollo, a stray 1-year-old Rottweiler.
If somebody comes near him, he turns very aggressive, and it's really escalated since he first came in.
He's very aggressive toward men, but Bree, he just turns to this little teddy bear.
When I first met Apollo, he was aggressive towards me. I would go in his cage and feed him, and he'd try to go after my ankles. When I tried to put a leash on him, he'd try to snap at me, but I realized that he was only scared, so I persisted. I remember we took him to the beach, walked him all the way downtown and back after that. He loved me.
Bree had volunteered to take him home and foster him, but she has a brother, she has a father, and other men at her house, so it was a risk for her to do that as well.
But after 10 months at the shelter, time is rapidly running out for Apollo.
It's too much of a risk to send him out to a home where he can hurt someone in the public. So if we didn't find him a home, then unfortunately we would have to put him to sleep.
Desperate to find a solution before Apollo was euthanized, Bree and her co-workers tried one last chance. They decided to wait in line with over 2,000 other dog owners who hoped to get Caesar's help.
That very next day, Monday, Apollo was due to be put to sleep. And we just put him in the car, drove over, knowing that we did everything that we could to save him.
I was really upset, at the auditions. I became closer to him, and it all kind of clicked that that was his last chance. I hope Caesar's gonna be able to show me how to correctly rehabilitate Apollo and show our manager that he's able to be saved.
I volunteered at an animal shelter here in Huntington Beach. And we actually have a dog with us here today, a Rottweiler, who's going to be euthanized tomorrow because he is aggressive. And so we're desperate. We just thought we'd give it a try. If he can do anything to help us.
She's great.
Oh, gosh. For Apollo, you could see it in his eyes that he had so much love and he wanted to be a good dog. He wanted to go home and be somebody's forever pet.
He's aggressive towards people.
Not people, men. Some men. He just could not get past the fact that he had either been abused by a male figure or mistreated in some way to where he just was too afraid, and he just had to keep his guard up.
He just sits in his doghouse and growls and basically has no hope. And it's so hard because he loves certain people. He becomes your best friend. He plays ball.
If we could get a note from Caesar, don't put him down, we'll help him. I mean, that will give him an extra few days or a week, maybe.
Yeah, right? Okay. Don't put him down tomorrow, and I have your phone numbers.
Take your number too, Bree.
We'll try to figure something out. But don't do it.
Thank you. We would love that. Thank you.
Caesar has a soft spot for Rottweilers and is more than happy to help Bree with her toughest case, and perhaps even help Apollo find a forever home.
You trust him with you?
With me, not with anybody else. He trusted one male that worked at the shelter, and then he took him home, adopted him, and then he bit him, and he bit another child. So he brought him back.
What was the older male human doing that he was bitten?
He was cleaning out his kennel. He went in there, and he went to go grab the blankets out of the doghouse, and he bit him. He got nervous, I'm pretty sure. I think when you can get him out for a nice long walk, he bonds with you really quickly. It's hard when it's at a shelter and we can't take the risk. I need to teach him how to be able to trust people.
But we need people, big shot of friendship.
Yeah.
Look, all these people, little kids, big, women and elderly people and people on wheelchair, everybody, in order for him to say, okay, I can trust a lot of people. Now, how is it with dogs?
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
He loves other dogs.
Yeah.
And then when he's with other dogs, he's even better with people. He's like, okay, I can trust this dog now. It's okay.
And he needs a pack. He needs dogs to help him to gain trust.
I would love him to be my dog, but I can't. I have 3.
Oh, okay.
And one's a foster one, and so I need to place that
So
one.
many already.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it only makes sense to me to help you the only way I can, which is bring him into the center. And if you don't mind, we can take him today, because, this is not a quick fix. What I can do is creating a strategy to help him gain trust with all humans. And then show you to follow that strategy in case that we don't find another human for him in our center. But I think it's meant to be, you know. We haven't had a Rottweiler in a while. If you don't mind, we can take him right now. There's really no more conversations behind this. Go for it.
Thank you.
It's gonna be okay.
Come here. You're all right, Kate. I'll get taken care of.
The first time I saw him on TV, I was just sitting there in awe. Like, wow, this guy is doing everything that I thought of, figuring animals out, and especially dogs. He's become my idol. I watch every show, learn from him, and it saved a lot of dogs.
Just chill, relax. We know that, you know, that you can make friends out of him if you take him for a walk, but this is a very delicate way to approach. If you notice, I'm taking my time. Those high pitches that you heard, you know, that's panic. It's very typical. Fearful cases not necessarily want to bite you. They just want to run away from you. But when you corner an animal that is in a fearful state, they're not using common sense anymore. They don't know you're trying to help them. The brain can only stay in a fearful state for so long. Then the brain calms down. So after the storm is calm, always. So who knows how this was created, but this was created by a human, and it's possibly a man.
Before leaving for the Dog Psychology Center, Caesar hopes to begin creating a bond with Apollo by taking a walk together.
Go meet Daddy and Junior, buddy.
Daddy and Junior will accompany Apollo on the ride back to Caesar's place.
Good meeting. This guy isn't sure, Junior isn't sure about him. Junior is a pit bull, as you know. And of course, he's getting a feedback from Daddy, like, what do we do with the guys like this? Look, this is a good sign right here. This is why we need tails sometime, because we can read things much better. Perfect. He's in, close the door. Let's go home.
There they go. There he goes. He's going.
Obviously, he learned not to trust people, and that's how the fear began. The funny part is the only person who can actually help Apollo is somebody who makes him fearful. So you're going to see what I am doing to create trust. So follow me. All right, so I want all of us to help Apollo. That means the pack. We know Apollo is very good with dogs, but this time we're gonna use everybody, the 2 camera guys, the sound guy, the producer, the PA, to help Apollo. Like I said, we need a lot of humans to be involved to help a dog that becomes afraid pretty much from anybody that he doesn't know. So I'm keeping everybody behind me, all the camera people and everybody. The dogs can go in front because they're gonna create a different vibe. So he's over there, can you watch it? Look, he's over there, he already got into a corner. So he's hiding himself. The dogs are not making him aggressive or fearful. See, he's using his nose right now. He's doing this. But it's the dogs. So once the humans come in, that's when he gets fearful and he doesn't trust. So the human who goes in there have to be very calm and assertive because he will come after you, all right? But hear the bark, okay? Be with me. Boo, 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 boo. That bark doesn't have any aggression in it. He's just telling you, I'm not sure about your approach, guys. So one of the camera guys is up there in a higher place, and he's feeling a little intimidated by it, but that's why the dogs are so important. So I'm gonna approach. See, that's a very fearful state. This is one of the puppies that were born here. This is a good example of a pit bull who never developed any issue, and he can already be a service dog to a dog. So watch, it's all sideways. Are you shooting right? You got the camera? There we go. See that? If you move the wrong way when he comes after you like that, you become a target. There we go. That's panic right there. Perfect, right there. He's trying to gravitate to people who are not challenging him. There we go. I want him right there. The more he gets into in a more open area, the better I can help, the better I can put the leash on, you know? So very careful, okay? Because when you go down, you can also create an attack. So you have to, there we go. Yeah? So he's trying to trust me. Now present the leash itself, see what the brain does, you know, it's avoiding the leash. Caress. The leash is to caress. See, the lower he puts the head, the more submissive he becomes. This is good. Then I use her skills to help me. Very good. And she's gonna bring him to me. You know, and by me giving affection, then that gives him access to be close to me. It's not aggressive anymore, it's not fearful anymore, so that's a plus. Enjoy. Just don't move too fast, people, don't move too fast. There you go, this is good. See, she's bringing it to me, so, you know, I know she loves me, I'm almost like her dad. I'm not her dad, but I'm almost like her dad. So the puppy, you know, the puppy means no harm. He's so fragile, so sensitive, that it makes a lot of sense that a puppy is leading him into other areas. So she's bringing him around all of us, you know. He wants to play now. Look, now, perfect time to remove this thing. He wants to play. There you go, that's good. See, now he's in a dog state. There you go, that's who he wants. The magic is about to happen. You see that? So right now, we are all in the same frequency, we're all playing. So then he said, that human being knows, you know, when dogs want to play, so I can trust that human being. It's not that I want him to trust me because I'm assertive only. I want him to trust me because I'm very playful, I'm very loving, I give food, I walk and all that. So not bad for day number 6.
Life without Apollo has been a lot different. Not having him there to go on walks on my break, not having to worry about him all the time. It's actually a lot more relaxing for me knowing that he's at the facility with Caesar and he's being taken care of and he's happy.
During the next 3 weeks, Caesar works on building Apollo's trust of people. Although members of his dog pack are good role models, a big assist comes from Caesar's oldest son, Andre.
As I teach my son from the beginning how to connect with dogs, now my son is helping me to connect with Apollo because it was just a friendship from day one.
Who is your best friend ever? He runs straight to me because as soon as I open the door, he comes like a tiger. It's like amazing, the connection that we have, and it's just beautiful.
Don't let him go yet, don't let him go. Let him calm down. My son is now helping me with some cases because they trust his energy right away. And so that's a big plus. See, this is my first time actually touching so close, right? Mm-hmm. First time touching the face. So you see, there you go, good job. Yes, good boy, good boy. So playing, eating, walking, peeing, you have to learn all the social behaviors. So he's always been reminded by a dog to stay in that state, and always be reminded by a human to stay in that state as well.
Caesar invites the Rottweiler's 16-year-old rescue worker, Bree Justice, and her mother, Maureen, to visit the Dog Psychology Center.
On my ride up here, there's a lot of things going on in my mind. I was wondering what it's gonna be like, how he's gonna be. I was emotional, excited, I was everything. I didn't know how to feel, but I was very excited to see him.
Whoa, coming in. So you know the rules, right? Just pretend like this is your kennel. Of course, you have just go in there, open the door, no touch, no talk, no eye contact. With somebody who has experience, you just have to ask them to go into that level right away. Otherwise, they can feel hesitation. Go ahead, close the door. I want to see the reaction of my boy over there. Very nice, very nice. I want him to find her That's a good reunion. Keep going, sweetie. Keep going, keep going. So obviously, excitement. See, if he goes in front of her, that could be very detrimental for the way the pack can treat her or the way the pack can treat him after this, because he's excited dominant. So we don't want the dominant part, we just want the excitement submission. That would be nice. Turn around. There we go.
I just wanted to break down and start crying because I was so excited. I've never seen him so relaxed and being able to walk around and do whatever he wants for a whole year. I've never seen him like that. You're not even paying attention.
He is, he is.
Uh-huh.
Just not this attention,
Mhm.
not this attention, but right now this is a normal dog paying attention. See, everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
Everybody's paying attention. We get up, they move. Right now, this is an activity. Be relaxed while the trucks are passing by. How many dogs do you know that when the truck passes by bark?
Oh my God.
This pack is practicing be relaxed when a truck passes by. You can touch. That's a good meeting, but try to do this now. That also changes you.
It's okay, baby.
No.
Okay.
Come in, yeah. Whatever happened, yeah. Whatever happened, whatever touch, yeah, that's an area that feels sensitive to him. So you don't touch anymore, just go. Because he became weak, right? So you being in an emotional state, that's a soft state.
Soft.
So it's too weak.
Yeah.
So the first thing is stop giving affection. And then once he goes back to his old self, then you go back into giving affection. See, hero, let it go.
You let it go. Dropped it. Okay.
That's fine, whatever it was. We're gonna keep working on that part. He's
Yeah,
still
he's-
sensitive. Whoever hit him, whatever touch him or whatever, touch that part of the body and approach in a certain way. That's what we're still working on that part. So he has recovered at least 80%, but he still have that moment.
A little bit.
We have to bring brooms and we have to bring many things that makes him afraid, for whatever happened to him, until he learned, okay, that thing doesn't mean anything. So, repetitions. Now touch again right there, that part of the body. So she did great, just the fact that she can actually gain the trust of a dog that is in that state of mind, that says a lot about a human. But the good thing is she dearly loves animal. And that's very obvious, because she's giving a chance to the one who nobody gives a chance to. You can hug your daughter. It's yours. Oh, that's a good one.
I'm jealous of you. You get to live here. In my best case scenario, Apollo will be living in a home with children and other dogs and be able to go to dog park and enjoy life as a normal dog. It's kind of like a dream come true. I really never thought that Apollo would have a chance.
As Apollo's rehabilitation continues, he becomes more and more comfortable around people and even earns some walk-on roles in several Dog Whisperer stories.
All right, so relax. Now we have a Rottweiler coming this way. That's right. Very good.
And for Andre, Apollo is always welcome at the Milan house.
Every time I come home, I check the garage, see if Apollo's home. I don't know, I just can't explain. It's like a really cool thing to have a Roddy as a good friend.
After 2 months of rehabilitation, Caesar believes Apollo is ready to be adopted.
As a person who understands dogs, I'm very big in energy. And when the right energy comes, it's a must that they have to be united. Calvin actually helped me to rehabilitate Coco, which is a dog that you have seen in the show very often. So today is a very special day for our family, and especially for Andre, because he requested, to own a dog, and that's Apollo. From day one, the connection was very beautiful. Same way Calvin and Coco met. Andre, who's 13, is ready for a Rottweiler, a powerful breed, and a dog who needs the guidance. And I'm very excited because, to tell you the truth, it was 13 Rottweilers who raised him. So, big day. Whew. Hard not to be excited. Andre! Can you come here, please? Cierra la puerta, cierra. Sit down. You know the whole deal. No touch, no talk, no eye contact. Now, you know, you always ask me for Preston, right, for Spike. How many dogs do we have?
20, 25.
Right. And this time you asked me to keep Apollo.
Oh my God. Yes!
So this is...
Hey, boy!
This is your dog, buddy. This is your dog.
Finally.
But you have to say this.
Yeah.
Okay? Open it.
Okay.
Okay. This is what you have to say to Apollo. With feeling. And your word means a lot.
I, Andre Milan, promise to Apollo to use my wisdom about dogs in the direction of balance and love.
Whatever you said, it has to be the reality, right? Otherwise, we have no honesty, integrity, and loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah?
This is awesome.
But this is before the car. You know, the responsibility. So that means you're 13 right now. You can be 23 years old.
Having Apollo.
Just having Apollo.
I've gotten a lot out of this experience. It's opened up my eyes to see that dogs that have issues like Apollo can be saved, and I will do everything I can to save them. I hope that this shows a lot of other rescue organizations and other shelters that these dogs aren't hopeless, they're not disposable. They do need to have a chance at life as well.
When Caesar and the Dog Whisperer producers held open auditions at a Petco store in Huntington Beach, California, more than 2,000 people showed up with their dogs. One of them was first-grade teacher Conrad Wilson. Conrad's dilemma: the females in his life don't quite get along. His new bride, Christina, is terrified of Maggie, Conrad's 4-year-old American Bulldog.
I actually asked Conrad, our first time we were meeting, to bring Maggie along, and she was kind of being a little ornery and going after some animals, and so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into.
What I love about Maggie is that she has a good heart. She has a really good heart, and I feel like she really wants to do the right thing. She just sometimes doesn't know why she does what she does.
Ah! God! Ah!
I think that Conrad has a little bit of denial about just how bad she is. I think that he just loves her so much and just feels sorry for her because she was a rescue dog and has had a, you know, a very traumatic past.
About 3 years ago, I was going through a difficult patch in my life, and so I thought doing what I did as a child, having a dog might be of benefit. But she came with some baggage that she really didn't deserve. She was very underweight, her tail was broken, she had some problems with missing hair, and when I got her, I didn't know she was deaf. So we had to stick together. You know, she was there for me, and I made a commitment to be there for her.
I know. Sometimes I treat her too much like a person, but she's a good puppy.
Her face is just pure love. And I think Conrad just looks at it and just melts. And all of his best intentions to discipline her goes out the window.
She can get into cupboards no matter which way the cupboard opens. She can get into the refrigerator and clean it out.
I have seen her get into the garbage, and I have seen her just take control of the whole house.
I once put something down so that she couldn't get into the kitchen, and so she got on the counter, actually walked across the top of the counter, opened up cupboards, and actually stepped on one of the knobs and started a fire over the stove. Maggie is a really nice dog, but I don't go to dog parks. I don't take her places where there may be food because she'll attack other dogs if there's any scent of food in the air at all.
You know, I want to start a life with Conrad where, you know, we're able to just focus on ourselves and just love each other and start this beautiful life together. But I'm wondering if she's going to get into the trash. I'm afraid and stressed when I'm walking her. I'm just always wondering and stressed what she's going to be getting into next.
And I'm noticing that a lot of the behaviors that I was able to accept as a single man will no longer work. We have to nip this on the bud. I cannot have Maggie with her behaviors and go along with the plans to have a family and children unless we take care of this.
Conrad knew what he had to do. Armed with a camcorder full of evidence, he convinced the show's producers that a visit from Caesar was Maggie's last chance.
I don't know how to work with a deaf dog. I've had her for about 3 years, but I have to keep her on the patio.
You know, if Caesar's not able to help us, or if Maggie's not able to kind of rehabilitate, at some point I will have to say that it is me, the child, you know, or Maggie. And I would hate to ever have to say something like that to Conrad, because I love him.
When he visits the young couple, Caesar discovers an even more urgent reason for intervention.
We actually found out a very short time, actually a couple days after our engagement, that she was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis. And we've done some research, and we found out that it can definitely be made worse by stress. I believe we only have so much energy in our bodies, and her energy needs to go towards healing right now. And
I agree.
Not towards worrying about what's going to happen in the house. So really at a crossroads right now, because this is the new woman of my life, and Maggie's also a great woman in my life, but I need to really make sure that I take care of her.
Would you say Maggie is number 2?
I got 2 number 1s.
That's the wrong answer.
She's number 1.
Yes, you better make it number 1.
I didn't buy Maggie.
That's right, but it's right here where you buy it.
Thank you, Caesar, for coming.
It's important.
Yeah, that's yes, it's important as health, because that's a healthy psychological thing. That's just as important, because it could be competition. You don't want competition.
Yeah, she's been jealous.
You want harmony, buddy. You just want harmonious environment where everything flows smooth.
So Maggie has a lot of problems. She's very food aggressive with other dogs. When I leave the house, sometimes she'll get into the refrigerator, she'll get into cupboards, and she has a very high prey drive.
I guess my biggest concern is that when we have kids, that since she's had such a high food aggression, that she'll like somehow bite our.
But he say around dogs.
Yeah.
Around dogs and people?
I don't know, and that's where I'm scared. I don't have the confidence that she would not do something like that.
So this dog has never received exercise, discipline, affection, style of life.
She gets some sporadic, right?
She gets exercise, but probably not discipline.
Through exercise, you can gain trust. Through feeding and affection, you can gain love, but you can only gain respect by respecting what she needs. They need rules, boundaries, limitations. They need them.
So when she gets into like the cupboards and when she like climbs up on like all of the different like areas here and opens the refrigerator, that's just because she just doesn't respect the house here.
There's no rules.
So there's no rules, so that's why.
If he goes, it's because he's never been told not to do it. Then they go into my place, my refrigerator.
Even with her being deaf?
Yes, deaf dogs listen. We work with so many deaf dogs, really, it's much easier.
Is it?
Yes, because they feel your vibration quicker than a dog that hears sound.
Then I can actually treat her and care for her and give her that discipline and those boundaries, which will actually end up even better for her and what she wants.
And you. I feel the need to give Christina and Conrad all the texts that I have, video and book. You're a beginner in dog psychology. So let's start from A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. So it's perfect. It's like teaching a first-graded kid, look, this is how dogs are. Nose, eyes, ears, calm, assertive energy. You lead the pack. And that is for her.
Oh,
so there you go.
That's perfect.
Yep. Now, that's part of the rules. I'm not saying not to share the sofa, it's just they can't just go on the sofa on their own. So that's rule. Because I can be in the sofa and that visitor is sitting in her favorite spot, she's gonna move them. Or she's gonna come right there and drool right in front of their pants. Shh. This is not to hurt her feelings. You're a teacher. What does this mean? I want to talk, right? Now, can I go to the bathroom every 5 minutes?
No.
Exactly. Yes? Why? Because you need a structure. Otherwise, things are not gonna flow the way you want them to flow. So now because I go down, doesn't mean I'm inviting to come forward. This is how you're gonna have your family safe, your human family. Obviously, a blind dog can't see my body language, and deaf dog can't hear my sound. But they can both feel my energy. Okay, so it's a much deeper way to connect. There it is right there. So she tried, right? A few times.
I try to give so much to my students and the people in my life and stuff that I actually give her less. That's why she feels she owns all this stuff and she can destroy it and she can just have havoc of the house.
It's not that she wants to destroy it. It's a boring style of life right now. So, without rules.
Oh my gosh, you're completely correct.
Without rules.
That's what she's looking at me all day long. I'm walking around and she just stares at me all day long. She wants stuff to do. She needs, okay.
Nobody has ever celebrated the way Conrad has celebrated. Oh my God, that was a pretty good way of celebrating. It's just like kids when you teach them something and they're so excited about learning. This is part of the homework. Okay. Because this is, eventually baby, milk, whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
The food would immediately attract any animal. Now, food goes in the ground. Same thing as another dog would do. Claim the food. Claim the food. That food has a bubble.
This is amazing.
She's waiting. Yeah? And respecting.
And she said.
So you see, I pay back, right? I pay back on time. My timing is really good. As soon as she gave me what I want. So this dog can be absolutely safe around kids. And at the same time, you're introducing it in a small-sized human being. Because a baby lives in this world.
Exactly.
So by the time baby comes into he's a master. Yeah, you don't have a hard case. You have a powerful case, but not hard case.
I mean, Conrad means the world to me, and I would hate, to, have to get rid of Maggie. So it just is, I just am so glad that, we could rehabilitate ourselves so we can help her.
So nice.
I don't know what we would have done, really, without you. So thank you.
Good. But thanks for letting me be your guidance. Next, let's go for a walk.
When I first got her, I did one around the neck, and she'd her neck would just constantly go like that.
Too much tension on the leash?
No, she just wanted to go different directions, I guess, but I couldn't talk to her.
So she was fighting.
Yeah. So I went to one on the back, and I think that's what lets her do the prey drive, and that's what lets her go after cats, because she has all this free room to jump and to go after stuff like she's a catapult ready to go.
Yes.
So
now,
I don't even want to.
Let me give you the history of harness. The reason why they were made is for tracking purpose and pulling purpose.
Oh! Yeah, that's what they do, like weight pulls with these dogs.
Right.
And they
or sled dogs, right? Because they don't want to control the neck.
Oh my gosh,
right?
Yeah.
So it's a very powerful tool. Not to remove power, it's to give power. But when you have a dog, they can possibly go after squirrels, cats, little dogs, and the harness is not the best tool. So I just show them, what I normally teach, what I normally do with the leash and the neck, and there you go. Another one of those ha-ha moments.
This is amazing.
So 35 cents leash, right? Creating this thing.
Yeah.
But it's not the leash, it's the mind of the human, the picture that you draw. So here we come into a different zone, much more excitement zone. The touch
did you
that
hit
see
her
it?
the back?
See it?
Okay,
Right there,
touch her in the back.
touch. There was a touch because
Okay.
at this point,
She's looking around
where
for
is
things.
the enemy? Where is the target?
Got it.
Caesar stations 2 friends and their dogs along the walk to test Maggie's reaction on the new leash.
She's really good.
Oh my gosh, she didn't even look over at the dog.
That's the dog she went after
I know.
earlier.
Now I'm just gonna cross to here, okay?
Oh my God.
There, this is good, that's okay. I don't mind if he does whatever. So I'm just
Oh my
showing.
God, look at her
It
tail's
doesn't matter how the
wagging.
environment might be, you have to keep your dog in control with you. So the only one who influences is you.
Look at her, she's looking just straight.
This is good homework for you because I want
Oh,
you
it's
to
very good. These are the dogs that
ABC.
went at it together.
Yeah,
earlier.
this is
with the
ABC.
food.
This is simple stuff. This is a big step.
Okay.
Now, you do it. Just walk around. I'll be right next to you, okay?
Okay.
That is going for
With
a walk.
one hand?
I don't want you to hold it with your body. I want you to hold it with your mind.
Okay.
Breathe and see yourself going around this place. Go. Go. There you go. Then relax. There you go. Go. Then relax.
I have hope now. I actually saw Conrad in action, and Maggie actually listened to him.
You just enjoy and pass the environment. How's it feel, though?
Feels good.
Yeah. It's like riding a wave, huh? Once you ride the wave after surfing, it's a whole different feeling. Have you ever surfed?
Oh, yes, my whole life, yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. So, every dog that you pass is a wave.
Good work, Cesar.
You know everything about him. You're so instinctual.
I was really focusing on already working on healing. You know, with Christina, you know, let's use a dog, let's use the walk to help you to be proactive, to help your immune system. Just keep going. This doesn't mean anything. They're not even here. There we go. Perfect.
I was nervous, and he totally called me on something that I had been working on a lot. And what I've been working on is to breathe.
See, your whole face went like this. And your face has to go like this and there. This is your exercise. This is something for you as a medication.
Okay.
I strongly believe that we can heal ourselves by practicing more calm, assertive moments. Now we're gonna go right here.
So it was a little scary at times, but it was something that I'm really glad I'm going to have a chance to do for my health and also for Maggie and our family.
All right, so I took the liberty, knowing that you guys just got married and knowing that you have this thing coming out to you. So just to make it easier and to join into the celebration of marriage, to get a treadmill for you. I think you need it.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
We know the wedding gift of the treadmill is going to come in very handy for all three of us.
Very good, it's coming. Very good. I know that a treadmill is a great helper. Christina, when she feels bad, she can ask the dog to go on the treadmill and she will get less trouble by having no physical energy.
She always looks to Conrad because that's, you know, who she knows. And so it'll just give us so much bonding time. And I'm so excited to start using it and so thankful.
This is a good tool for human to practice leading animal, telling animal what to do.
I've connected to her today more than I have in the total of the 3 years I've known her. By connecting with her energy, connecting with her spirit, and understanding what she is.
They should have fun with this homework because it's a very basic homework. They have a great dog to work with. Talk about the right dog for the right people. This is it. So you got it?
We got it. We're set.
It should make the marriage stronger. It should teach them to work as a team, to create a family. So many things a dog can offer to us, but we first have to offer them what they want, what they need. And then the outcome is incredible. Hey, look at that. We love the dog whisperer. That's so cute. Oh, this is a pleasure to meet you. No, thank you. Even the dog has it. Yeah. I want to thank the thousands of people who brought their dogs to Petco for the Dog Whisperer auditions. Honestly, we were overwhelmed. You want what is best for your dog, and that touches our hearts. Conrad reports that Maggie is getting an A+ for her new and improved behavior.
As you can see, she loves her treadmill.
For me, Cesar, it's been wonderful because you were right, because I've learned how to be more calm and assertive, not only with Maggie, but in my whole life, which I know is going to be a speedy way to recover.
Thanks to my son, Andrea, Apollo is 100% rehabilitated.
Oh, did you catch that? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
I'm very proud of you, son. If you're having problems with your dog, find an expert in your area who can help. Until next time, stay calm and assertive.